Hey guys, thank you so much for joining us today. My name is Danny Coldblood, aka MusicVidiot, doing a GTA5 discussion video with FearLessForce, guys. Fearless, how you doing today?
What's up, MusicVidiot? I'm doing pretty fine. It's early in the morning, but we're both doing fine right now.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much for joining me today, man. I've been trying to get as many hunters as I can to do discussion videos, man, with me to help maybe inspire or open the eyes or open some more doors for other hunters out there listening and watching my videos, and maybe give them some insight on what to do, or, spark something in their minds, lead them to go somewhere. You never know what it's going to do, but I see it as helpful, and I really appreciate you joining me today, man. Thank you so much.
Hey, I appreciate you for having me, bro.
Oh, no problem, no problem. And all you viewers out there, if it sounds a little different than normal, Fearless is not with me in person as normal with the discussion videos. We're doing this recording via Skype, so the quality might not be as good, but it doesn't matter. We still are going to bring you a good message as normal. So Fearless, as I was watching your videos, and you know what, I noticed that we have the same things in common. A couple things are in common, and the one main thing is Trevor. I talked about how Trevor might be something that we have to think about. We might have to kill him, and I've watched your videos, and you've said the same thing, that maybe Trevor needs to be exterminated. So what is your views on that? And kind of go on and tell me what you think about that.
It's pretty logical if you pay attention to all the clues being pointed out to you. There's a lot of skeptical people out there, but at the end of the day, the clues are there and the evidence is there that Trevor is the one. Now, I'm not going to get really deep into why he needs to be killed. I have videos, you and I both have videos for that, but I'll give you like a short teaser or something like that. Basically, the Epsilon program has rights and beliefs, and all the stuff that Trevor does point to the fact that Trevor is an unsavable, just like it says in the Epsilon Bible. Unsavables, they're not of craft. You should get rid of them, delete them from your life. You have it in you to be happy, but you are not happy because you're surrounded by people that want you dead. And notice that when Trevor finds out that Michael put Brad in the cemetery ground, put Brad in there, one of his best friends who thought was locked up, Trevor then got really angry and wanted to kill Trevor and chased after him, And the point is that Michael has it in him to be happy with his family and everybody around him, but he's not, because he's surrounded by people that want him dead, and that would be Trevor as well. Also notice that I explained that, how that theory where, like, on the mural, if the symbols represent the characters, did you hear about that one?
I don't think I did. I might have. I'm not sure.
No, basically, like the Mount Chiliad mural, the three symbols, they represent the characters.
Oh, yeah. Michael being the UFO, and Egg the Franklin, and the jetpack Trevor. You mean that, right?
Yeah. I made a video, too, showing how, if this is legit, I made 2 videos, actually, and 2 of them have a lot of different clues. But there's just a lot of clues that symbolize that it's a possibility. Like, I'll give you Michael's side, for example. Michael is the UFO. He gets abducted by aliens. There's even an alien in the prologue in the first mission. You play as Michael, right? And also he gets involved with the Epsilon program, which is a religious, conspiracy. I don't know, it's a weird-ass religion, but they're on a quest to find aliens. This is interesting. Look, take notice into this part. Tell me if it doesn't get your attention. How that Michael and Trevor are the killable characters at the end of the game, right?
Correct.
Isn't it interesting how if the mural symbols do really depict the characters, isn't it interesting how the UFO representing Michael, it can also represent his death, because UFOs represent gravity. Notice how UFOs are able to make all kinds of crazy maneuvers and fully take advantage of gravity. Well, if you look at Michael's death, he falls. He dies from a fall, from gravity,
Correct,
and
yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty interesting. I noted that. And then on Trevor's death, which is the jetpack, if it really is him, notice that a jetpack launches out fire. And how does Trevor die in the game? Fire, right?
Wow. You know what else? If I may add, think about it too, and if it's about them too, they're connected on the mural too. Those two images are connected.
Yeah, and they have a past. They met together before Franklin. If Franklin is the egg, his symbol doesn't symbolize like any way to die, because it's a cracked egg. It's a newborn. It's a new life. You know.
Yeah, man. You might be onto something with this. You really might be, man.
Yeah.
You know,
He's a rookie. Notice how like gets kind of scared, or like doesn't really know about how to do things in like the GTA5 type world. What I mean by that is like he acts like a rookie. You know, sometimes he doesn't man up and like fully like go all out. Right. You can notice this at the end of the game when when you guys kill Trevor, you're supposed to shoot Trevor, but if you don't, Michael kills him for you. And you take a look at Franklin's face. He like has like a shocked look on his face, like he doesn't want to do it, like he's really unsure of himself. Basically, he has all the signs of a rookie, which can symbolize like a newborn, or like a cracked egg, a newborn, you know, a rookie.
Yeah, man, you're pointing out a lot of really good relative things here, and it does make sense. It's really making sense to me right now, and
yeah,
you know, the problem is there's so many ways to look at that mural, but I'm liking what you just said right now. Like I'm liking.
Yeah.
That. Like.
You know what else is interesting?
What's up?
And if Wispy Woods is watching this, I want to shout him out because he found this. You do know that the Space Stalker has a lot of connections to being the DeLorean from Back to the Future, right?
Right.
Have you seen the Back to the Future movies, like all of them?
I have, but you know what? I want to just cut you off for 1 second, and you can go right back to that. I just want to make a point that I believe that everything that they put in updates, there's clues throughout all of it. And in this last update, the Ill-Gotten Gains one, what are the two new types? Well, there's three, but what are two of those three types of cars? They have those gull-wing doors, just like the DeLorean has. I mean, why did they pick those cars? Why'd they pick those cars if not just another subtle hint? I think Rockstar's going to give us hints like that. They're not going to give away the mystery, but they see that we're not solving it, and I think they're giving us little tiny hints here and there. And this is another thing I wanted to point out, but I didn't know when and how. I guess this video is the perfect place to point that out in, but I don't really remember them. I remember a guy with white frizzy hair. I remember going in time, someone get called a chicken, and someone getting punched in the face. And that's about where I leave it. I don't remember much else.
Yeah, I'll give you the short summary. Basically, McFly time traveled to the future. I don't remember which movie it was, but he time traveled to the future and picked up a sports almanac. A sports almanac just like pretty much predicts who won at at this football game or that soccer game.
He knew the scores. He knew the scores. He like did
He got one from the future and then traveled to the past and carried it with him, and he made a hell of money from it. And if you take a look at Franklin's house, and like I said, this is shout out to Wispy Woods because he actually found this, not me. There's an almanac in Franklin's house, and we know that Franklin is the one that gets the Space Stalker, which is, of course, if you want to say, the DeLorean from Back to the Future. There's so many clues that just hinted out. There's 88 miles all over the map,
so
1.21 gigawatts. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So would you say that if the Space Stalker was going to be used for time travel, that we would need Franklin to be the one that uses it? Because we can select it with all three characters, just going into the special cars in our garages. I was always wondering about that. Since it's made available to all three characters, what character would be the one that would need to time travel? But since you're saying that, about that almanac being in Franklin's house, maybe that is the clue saying Franklin's the one that needs to be using the Space Stalker for any time travel.
Yeah. I also noted that, you know how you said that there was like clues in online mode that point to the mystery?
Yes.
Yeah, I kind of agree on that. Notice, you know the Fort Zancudo bunker, like, it only opens in online mode. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It has an animation to open, like, if it was useless, if you couldn't go in there, it wouldn't even have that animation to open.
Exactly.
You go to online mode and you could just pop that shit open. Like, what's up with that, you know? And like you said, there's all these tattoos, all these weird clues from updates and online that have some relevance to the mystery.
They really do.
So maybe the online mode is a continuous Easter egg map to finding or cracking the Chiliad mystery, right?
Well,
There's extra clues in online mode.
I really do believe it, you know, and Wispy Woods, another shout out to him, but he's the one that told me, he's the one that made me realize that in the online heists, the map that's on your wall is the UV light, the UV light black, the UV black light map or whatever, the one that you get in the Collector's Edition. And that's the one that I was focusing on recently, trying to find out what X's and what stuff on that map haven't we figured out yet, because these are clues that they gave us. You know, there's that they brought up in a recent heist update. So maybe that's them saying, hey guys, you're not focusing on what we gave you. Here's another clue. You know, utilize what you have. Look at what you have in the game. Start using your resources correctly. And I think that people just get stumped, or they figure something out and they say, well, we don't really know what it is, or that really doesn't make too much sense, so we're going to leave it alone and look for something else, when we're leaving great clues behind because we don't fully understand them. You know, that's why I'm trying to go back and see what we already have learned, what we already have, and what needs me a little bit more focus.
Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, they don't get it, and they're probably ditching the mystery and going on to online mode. They're like, screw the story mode, I'm done with it. And then they put clues in online mode, and they're like, wait a minute, that's really suspicious. Maybe that has something to do with the Chiliad mystery, and then they go back to story mode and try to crack the Easter egg, you know?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? It's like online mode is like another way of resource and like information to pick up on the mystery again.
Exactly.
Maybe.
Because think about it, people that get frustrated with the mystery but still love GTA, that they're gonna go online and play. But Rockstar has the clues in online, stuff that you can actually only see online, like certain tattoos and shirts and stuff. And you know, when people are online that are hunters and they see this stuff, they're gonna be like, man, I can't turn a blind eye anymore. It's relevant. This mystery is alive. This mystery is alive and burning in my face. I gotta go back to single player.
It's breathing. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. And what do you think about that spider web under the cable station on Mount Chiliad?
I don't know what to think of that spider web, man. I really don't.
There's like, what are you gonna think about that? There's like, what are you gonna come up with? It's just like a simple piece, and you're like, there's nothing you could even bring up in your head to even realize what that means or what that leads to.
You know, being a comic book fan, the only thing that comes to my mind is fucking Spider-Man, dude. That's all that I could think about. Spider-Man.
Venom, like, have you seen Spider-Man 2? And like, you know that little black like parasite that creates venom, and like it moves and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Hey, maybe that is. Who knows? Maybe they have a fucking Spider-Man Easter egg in the game. But
it's just like, why would they put that there? And exactly almost at the same time the UFO spawns, they have to be linked. But I think it's maybe a symbol or some type of explanation from Rockstar saying even the smallest clues and items make I don't know, maybe like make the mystery
you know,
I don't know, like maybe even the smallest clues lead to bigger things in the mystery. You know, pay attention to the small details in the game. That's pretty much maybe what I could make from it, you know?
That's a perfect thing. I really think that's a really nice saying, and that's something we should really start realizing, that sometimes the smallest clues are the biggest ones. But you know what, Fearless? I'm sorry to cut this short, but we are running out of time. I don't know if I'm going to be able to record much more. The PlayStation only allows me 15 minutes. So, we'll have to save our thoughts for another discussion video down the road if you're down.
Okay.
So, thank you very much. Yeah, that's going to be it, man. Thank you so much for joining me today, man. I appreciate it.
All right, man. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
No problem, man. I'll put your description and everything in the link, guys. Check out FearLessForce's videos. And thank you for joining us. Until next time, guys. Ta-ta and peace.
Cha-cha.